What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, I wanted to talk about Scream Factory. And just some of the problems that they've been having. We all talk about it. We all know what's going on. It feels like every single 2 weeks, Scream Factory has another issue. We love Scream Factory, but at the same time, we also love to hate Scream Factory. So I do want to break it all down for you guys and talk about, some of the more recent issues, also some past issues as well. Just a topic-centric video, and I really, with these type of videos, guys, I just want your opinions, so definitely leave me your opinions in the comment section below on some of the issues that we're going to discuss. Are they big deals to you, or some of them? Because some of them are objectively big deals, but I think that some really don't warrant the outrage that sometimes comes out from them. So I wanted to talk about that as well. But specifically right off the top, we're going to talk about the Child's Play 4Ks. I thought I was done talking about these, but they're coming back up. Now, I got these early. I got these, I think, August the 6th, so 10 days before they came out. So I got them, I reviewed them, I loved them. I was very high on these releases. Now, everybody else is starting to get these. Everybody else is starting to break into them. And everybody is noticing this oily smudge that's going on inside of the cases. And I'm opening mine right here. And mine, I'm just going to check these with you. I'm going to go through every single one of them. But mine aren't as bad as some of the ones that I've been seeing online. Yes, there's a little smudge, but it's not that bad at all, really. It honestly just looks like, water, like little water spots is what it looks like to me. So I guess I was kind of lucky because some of the pictures I've been seeing are kind of bad. So I'm taking my discs out and I'm looking. I don't have any smudge on any of the cases or anything like that, but a lot of people have been posting on social media. They've been making YouTube videos. They've been calling Scream Factory out on this. And actually, I'm looking on my 4K disc right now. It looks like it does have a little bit of that smudge right there on the discs. So I'm trying to take these out one by one and just go through this. And we're going to check on mine. Because again, I got these early and I was just so excited when I got them. I don't even think I really noticed the smudges and everything inside. But to be perfectly honest with you, a lot of people online that's talking about this acts like it's the first time it's happened. And I've been dealing with this kind of thing for like a year and a half. And the first, company to do it that I noticed it from was Kino Lorber. And I'm going to play a little clip for you right now of my review of Spaceballs. And this was back in April of 2021 when this came out. And I talked about the oily, smudgy stuff in this release, specifically in that review for about a minute. So let me play that clip now. Again, this was a year and a half ago. So let me play that clip now, and then we'll come back and we'll keep talking about stuff. The thing I have an issue with is you got discard in here. There's no discard. There needs to be discard. But then I don't know if anybody can see this, but there's oil smudges inside of there. And I feel like I've noticed this on some other releases, maybe Kino Lorber before, and I have no idea what this oil type stuff is inside, but it wouldn't have been an issue. But the thing is that my disc stopped playing. My 4K disc stopped playing when I was watching this, and I take it out and there's a big streak across the disc. And I'm like, I know I'm super careful when I put these discs into the 4K player, so I just don't feel like it's me. And I take it out and I wipe it down, I put it back in, it works fine. I took the Blu-ray disc out to watch some of the special features, and that had a big streak across it as well. So I think that the oil that's inside this case, because it's inside underneath the discs as well, rubs off, and see, it's already back on there. You see that smudge right there. So I don't know what they're putting inside these cases, but it's not good for the discs. Yeah, as you can see by that video, that was the first time that I had experienced that oily, smudgy stuff. So this is not a new problem. It's just that I feel like the spotlight is sometimes shown on Scream Factory, and people just love, as soon as Scream Factory does something, they screw up, they love to pick them apart and really highlight it. Nobody talked about the oil and Spaceballs, I feel like, except for me. So nobody noticed that, nobody talked about it, and I heard from other people online that they had the same thing in theirs as well when they opened it up. So it got to a point where every single Kino Lorber release, I think there was a couple ones after this one that had the same thing going on. I always anticipate there being an oily smudge. Now, they have gotten better, I think starting with Silence of the Lambs last fall, because I started to not notice it in there. But you can notice it a lot, and we're going to get into what this is. But you can notice it a lot, and I still got it in there. I don't wipe them off for some reason. I need to wipe it. I'm sitting there complaining about it, but I don't actually wipe it off. So as you can see right here, like I put it back in the case. Now, I don't think this is going to harm the case or the disc or anything. But, you know, I should probably wipe it off. But you can see it right in there, clear as day. It's still there. A year and a half later, it's still there. And you can honestly see a lot of, I was going through some of my Kino Lorbers, I was going through some of my other Scream Factory titles. You can always see a little bit of residue in there. It's just not as pronounced as I think it was in the Child's Play 4 case for some people. Again, mine seem to be in pretty, you know, decent shape. Now, this is Child's Play 2. I think this is the worst of them for me, and probably a lot of people as well. So you can see it in there. And yeah, it's just a little like greasy looking residue stuff. I don't think it's grease. I don't think it's oil. But, you know, we'll get into it here in a second. And I'm trying to look on the back. Yeah, I got some smudge on my disc. My disc played fine. Like, I had no issue with my disc playing at all. But yeah, I definitely need to wipe that down. But again, let me know if you guys, you know, maybe you haven't even opened up your Child's Play 4 cage yet. But let me know if you got this kind of stuff going on in your releases at all. And we'll look at Child's Play 3 real quick and see how that is. But yeah, I just find it interesting how everybody is up in arms about this now, and this has been going on for a while. My Child's Play 3 isn't that bad at all. That's not that bad at all. But yeah, 2 was definitely probably the worst. So, I'll show you this other side real quick. But yeah, as you can see by that clip I played, like this has been going on for a year and a half. It's nothing new, and it's not exclusive to Scream Factory. It's just something that I understand, you know, people, they get upset about this kind of stuff. We pay good money. We want this stuff to be in perfect condition. I totally get that, but I don't want the conversation, because these were incredible releases by Scream Factory. The 4Ks looked excellent, tons of great special features. I don't want the conversation to turn into oil, smudge, and grease on the actual case and the disc. I want people to be talking about the actual movies and the transfers. You know, just how great of a job Scream Factory did on the actual releases of these. It just sucks that the conversation seems to have turned into oil. It devolved into oil and grease on the cases. And it's like most of the people that are complaining about this haven't even watched the damn things yet. So watch your Scream Factory 4K. Wipe the damn grease off. It's okay. Well, let's get into, you know, my buddies over at Dead Pit. They are not shy at all about expressing their disdain for Scream Factory. They've had several run-ins with Scream Factory over the years, so I completely understand it. And I'm not calling them out at all. I love Dead Pit. They've been on the channel before, and I hope to have them on the channel soon again as well. But they actually posted something on their Instagram. And again, if you haven't subscribed to Dead Pit, great channel. I'll link them down below. But they posted something. I don't know where this came from. I don't know if this was like a widespread email that was going around, or if somebody sent this to them specifically. But it was an email that somebody had got back from Scream Factory after, you know, letting them know about the oil on the case and just kind of questioning what it was. So I do want to read it. And there is a first part of this, and they were talking about the posters and how their posters needed to be replaced. We'll get to that here in a second. But what I want to talk about here right now is just the smudging on the disc. So what they responded to and how they explained it, what exactly it was, is they said the smudging on the discs, and I'll post this as well in here so you guys can see it. The smudging on the disc is an effect known as outgassing or off-gassing, a natural byproduct of the material used in the cases. It occasionally happens in Blu-ray cases too. It says, thankfully, this won't harm the disc or prevent playback, and can be removed with microfiber cloth or paper towel. So what I want to say here is that if you know that it's in there before you ship it off, here's one nice thing that Scream Factory could do. Maybe send us a little microfiber cloth in the actual package, in the box that you send. You got plenty of room in there usually. And then say, hey, you're gonna have to wipe some stuff down. Here's a microfiber cloth to do it. I think that would smooth things over a little bit, or maybe just a little explanation. It's like they have to see this when they put it in there. Is it something that develops after they put the actual 4K and Blu-ray discs in there? I'm not sure. I don't know what outgassing or off-gassing is. I don't know what that is. But again, this isn't something that just happened. I have seen this in other 4Ks. Now, I did get on the bluray.com forums, and this has been going on since back in 2020. There's actually a user that posted something in July 27th of 2020, and he said, anyone with disc cases that look greasy, I have had a lot of them, and I'm wondering if I'm the only one. And he got several responses from people, you know, talking about the grease in their cases and how it's not just 4Ks, it's been going on with Blu-rays as well. It's just that with Blu-rays, it's a blue disc, so you can't really see it as well. With the 4Ks, you can just see it a lot more plainer because it's the black of the case. But I did find it interesting. Again, it's been going on for a while. It just, I feel like it was, you know, so pronounced in these recent Scream Factory. This is such a high profile release as well, and a lot of people got it. That's why I feel like it's just been exaggerated to this length and everybody's talking about it. And again, I want to get into some other stuff. We could talk about the posters because this other part of this email that was in the one that Deadpit posted. So basically, I think the guy that sent the email had problems with the posters, which I haven't heard a lot of issues with the posters being ripped and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure about that, or if that's been a widespread issue with the posters being ripped and stuff, but apparently his posters were damaged and he wanted to get replacements. So he reached out to Scream Factory, and Scream Factory you know, responded back and said, we can replace the posters, but we'll need you to tear them up and provide a photo confirming they've been destroyed. So another proof of destruction situation going on with Scream Factory. I don't think Scream Factory has done the proof of destruction thing before, but this, of course, was not the first time that somebody has required proof of destruction. Criterion did this back in November with Citizen Kane when there was something wrong with the, I think the Blu-ray disc, or was it the 4K disc on Citizen Kane? I feel like it was the Blu-ray and the 4K was fine. But the Blu-ray disc of Citizen Kane was like, there was something wrong with it, something wrong with the transfer. I think it was like lower quality or something, lower resolution, or maybe there was like scene switch. There's so many disc issues, I can't remember like what's what at this point. But there was something wrong with the Blu-ray disc of Citizen Kane, and they required that everybody smash the disc and send them pictures of the disc smash. So I remember last year we saw smash discs, pictures of Citizen Kane all over Instagram and the internet. It was absolutely hilarious. So Criterion started the whole proof of destruction thing, which I've always said proof of destruction would have made a great early 2000s metal band. So they started that thing, and Scream Factory's kind of taking a cue from them. I kind of understand this. I guess, you know, maybe their thought process is, if they're not, why not just ask them to send pictures of the damaged posters? Why do they have to damage them further is what I don't understand. They're damaged, so I get that you want pictures of the proof of them being damaged, but why do you need pictures of them destroying them further? Are you afraid that they're going to sell them online, like slightly damaged posters for a discounted price or something like that? And if they do, who cares? Who cares? You still made the screw up. You still gave them damaged posters. Let them sell them off for profit if they want to. I don't get that mindset. If it's still your fault, you still you know, owe them posters that are intact. So why are you making them damage them if you know for a fact that they're damaged? So I totally get them wanting pictures of the damaged posters as they are, but why make them destroy them even further is what I don't understand. So it does feel a little weird, but yeah, you know, the proof of destruction thing is not new. Oil in cases is not new. Disc replacements, which Scream Factory has had as well this year, that's definitely not exclusive to Scream Factory. Kino Lorber's had that problem. Criterion's, of course, had that problem. Arrow Video, I feel like, to be honest, and I love Arrow Video. They're my favorite boutique label. To be honest, it feels like Arrow Video has had more disc replacement issues than any other boutique label, but they hardly get any crap about it. And, you know, also the other big thing, of course, is the misprints on the packaging that Scream Factory has, you know, been notoriously having issues with over the past couple of months, starting with the 9th configuration that was supposed to be configuration that came out over the summer. Then you have the Child's Play that didn't have Atmos on the back of Child's Play 2 and 3. It did not advertise Dolby Atmos on the back of those. And then when you popped them in, it did have the Dolby Atmos on the disc itself, or the actual, you know, release itself. So they were on there, but they weren't advertised on the back. And then you have Red Dawn that had Dolby Atmos you know, on the back of the case, and it didn't have Dolby Atmos when you actually put it in to play it. So, but it was never supposed to have Dolby Atmos. Again, we talked about that one before. So they've been doing the misprinting thing, and it just seems, these are a lot of silly mistakes. You know, the oil, the misprints, like all that stuff to me is just like silly mistakes that, you know, we shouldn't get too up in arms about, too mad about. These are all things like you can just wipe the oil off and the disc, you know, the misprint of Dolby Atmos on the back and 9th configuration. Like, the movie's still there, you can still play it. To me, like, the main issues are, you know, the posters being destroyed or damaged or whatever, and then the disc replacement issues. Obviously, if you can't play the disc, or if there's something wrong with the disc, that's an issue. So yeah, I just wanted to, you know, I just wanted to break all this stuff down for you to do. I just felt like talking about Scream Factory and just kind of highlighting that this stuff isn't new. I just feel like, with Scream Factory, it's because they're having all of the problems. Like, I'm highlighting, you know, Proof of Destruction was Criterion, oil and cases and Kino Lorber, disc replacements, Arrow has a lot of those, and Kino Lorber as well. And then misprints on the packaging feels like exclusive to Scream Factory, but I think it's the fact that Scream Factory has all of these problems in one, like, all the time. That's why I think the spotlight is on them so heavily, you know, in recent years and months and stuff. So, look, I mean, I'm still excited for everything that Scream Factory does. I still like giving them my money and purchasing their stuff. I mean, I just did a top 25 horror titles coming out this fall, you know, a couple of days ago, and a lot of the ones on that list were Scream Factory titles. So I still love Scream Factory. I'm still going to purchase from Scream Factory. You know, I don't think at the end of the day, a lot of the problems are really worth just completely like boycotting the company or anything like that. You know, they do make a lot of mistakes. I would like to see them do better and get better, because quite frankly, with a lot of these mistakes, like I said, I don't think all of them are big deals. But, you know, you're one of the top boutique labels. It's really kind of embarrassing. It's really kind of embarrassing. It has to be embarrassing for them. And they don't really feel like, at least on all the stuff that I've seen from them, you know, responding to emails and comments and stuff like that, it doesn't really feel like they give a shit. It really doesn't feel like they give a shit about all this. Yeah, guys, in the comment section below, I really want to know your thoughts on all this stuff. That's the point of this video. I want to know your thoughts. I have my thoughts, but I want to know what you think of all this stuff. The oil, greasy, grimy, you know, Scream Factory Child's Play 4K cases, the Proof of Destruction for the posters, the disc replacements, the misprints on the packaging, just all the stuff, all the issues that's plaguing Scream Factory right now. What do you think? Are you boycotting Scream Factory? Are you one of those that's like, I don't want to buy from them anymore, I'm done? Which, if you are, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You know, I completely understand. It's just I'm not quite there yet, but I completely understand. So let me know in that comment section below, and hopefully we can get a conversation going, conversation rolling. Maybe we can highlight some of these issues, and maybe we can, you know, get Scream Factory to notice, you know, our complaints and our cries for them to do better. That's my hope. That's my whole goal with doing this video. So please leave your feedback in that comment section below, and then turn on the bell notifications for all future videos. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, you know, I do all kinds of physical media content on this channel. I definitely would appreciate it if you subscribed, and then, you know, like this video. Yeah, like the video, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.